We're going to explain how to create the visual effect of multiple checkmarks in a single box, something you might see in forms or checklists indicating multiple selections are possible. There are several ways to achieve this, depending on your tools and desired outcome. 1. The simplest approach uses a single checkbox and descriptive text. Instead of multiple checkboxes, you use one checkbox with a label clearly stating that multiple options are possible within that single selection. Example, the label could say, "Select all that apply," followed by the checkbox. This method is straightforward and works well if the number of potential selections isn't too large. 2. Another technique involves using a combination of a checkbox and a drop-down menu or a multi-select list. The checkbox acts as the overall selector, indicating if any options have been selected within the group. When checked, the drop-down menu or the multi-select list is activated, allowing the user to choose multiple items. This is a cleaner way of handling a larger number of possible selections. 3. You can employ icons instead of text. This approach is visual and easily understood. A single checkbox could be followed by several small icons, like check marks or other symbols, each representing an option. Clicking the checkbox would toggle the state of all the associated icons. This method works best if there are relatively few options, otherwise it can become cluttered. If you're working with a programming language or a form builder with more advanced features, a custom solution is possible. You could create a single box that visually represents multiple selections, using a combination of checkmarks, perhaps stacked or displayed in a compact grid within the larger box. This would require more programming expertise. 5. Lastly, for a less technical approach, simply use several smaller checkboxes clustered together visually within a larger box or container. This is a basic approach that can be easily created even with simple document editing tools. You might use a rectangle shape to draw a visual border around the smaller checkboxes. The user understands that selecting multiple checkboxes within the implied grouping is perfectly acceptable. Remember, the best method depends on the specific context, the number of selectable options, and your technical skills. Choose the approach that best suits your needs and provides the clearest and most user-friendly experience.